Hey!
Hi, everyone. Hi, Danielle.
Hey, girl. Hey, guys. Jennifer, Christy, Terry, Zakaya, you're here.
Hi, yes. Hi. Hi,
Happy
Jennifer. Hi,
Sweet
Terry.
Day, everybody. I'm so
Yes.
excited. I'm dancing.
Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are.
Yeah.
Yes. How are you, everyone? Oh,
Hi,
from New
Cynthia.
York City. I love that. Hi, Cynthia.
Cool. You know, I've never been to New York.
No.
I know.
Oh, I love New York. I've been a few times. I love it every
I've been
time.
a lot of places. I think I've probably been to, but the kind of places I used to go for work are like in the middle of nowhere. And I could have been anywhere. I could have been on Mars for all I knew because I saw the inside of a wall, like windowless conference room for like 10 hours. So you could have told me I was in, you know, on a moon base and I would have had no clue. So
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I know how that is. Sometimes when I get into my building for work, I kind of like just forget about everything else outside, and it's just like very focused on what I need to do.
yeah. Hey,
Hey,
Maya,
Maya from
Sherry,
Utah.
Rosalinda,
Oh, wow.
Laura's here. Hey guys,
Nice.
Christy's here. I see Terry. Hey guys,
Hi, Sherry, Rosalinda,
Rosalinda's here.
Lori. Hey, guys. Thank you for joining.
Aw. Terry says she's so excited for the show. Us too.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, we've been talking about it.
I've been really excited.
It's finally here. I can't believe it. It's August and almost the middle of it.
I know, and so go live day for the mixes. You and I, that's our like calendar mark. Look at September.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking about that too. It's like, okay, August, we're gonna launch this amazing mix. We need to start thinking about September. Like,
Always, that's how long it takes, really, because it's a planning process. And this time we did something different. Um, we have project PDFs and a video already done. So we had a whole like concept where we wanted to be able to tell you guys, because the question, like, I don't know if you're the same, but I get this every time we launch is how many tubes or how many jars or how many grams do I need to finish each of these projects? And so I came ready with that info today and examples. So, and a PDF and a video that will launch at 12 p.m. today. So basically right after we get off this live, it should be right there in the YouTube feed for you guys. And we're calling that the one jar project bundle, right? It's like cool because you can take one jar and finish all those projects. And then the bonus projects, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to supplement so that you can make the bonus projects too. And those bonus projects are, one of them's already loaded as a PDF, but there's no video yet. One of them, I haven't gotten either a PDF or a video done yet. And the other one you just made, which is probably going to be everyone's favorite. It's just going to blow everything out the water. We're going to have to do that one, of course. So all of that coming up in August. But right now, right out the gate, you've got a jar with 3 designs that will work with just that one jar.
Yes, and I have to say, I agree with Cynthia. I love the jars. We were talking, Danielle and I were talking about jars and tubes and what to do, for the to deliver the mix to you guys, and the jars won 100%. I think they're so cute, and they're just like you can repurpose them for sure.
Yeah, exactly. They're beautiful for after you're finished with your beads. You can use them for something else. So I've been putting the label on a baggie and putting the jar in a bag. So you have a clean jar with no stickers on it. If the jar for some reason was to come open in shipping, it's in a sealed bag. So you just put them back in. So I hadn't heard from anyone if theirs arrived. I've been putting them on pretty tight. So. But last month we had a pretty good success with that jar.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Lina's here. Hi, Lina. Hi, Vanessa. Hey, Sandy.
Hey guys. Well, so maybe I will dive right in and show the mix and then show
let's do that.
One jar collection. All right. So
let's focus on the mix. Yes. I love these colors.
These colors. So the process that we went through for this design was just a little different and it worked out so well. I was really excited for how this one worked. But you just sent me a palette and then we just found colors that match the palette. So we started with the dream colors first and then kind of shopped for colors. But I'm going to take off my earrings really quick so I can show you guys what I got on the mat. These are the 1 jar projects here. So there's the sagebrush floral earrings. And then there's Carol's diamond earrings. And then there's a scatter bracelet. So each of these has a PDF and a video already. The PDF's actually already on the website right now. You can go and download it. And there's a link to the video also on the website. Currently, the link will work. It'll take you to the video, but it'll be a public video right after this at 12 my time, 12 Pacific, so 3 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, and so if you got 1 jar, which here's a new jar that's not opened yet. So it's roughly 15.7 grams or whatever. Every time I weighed them, I got a slightly different point something. So in the listing, I just put 15.5 grams because they were all more than that. Some of them go as high as 16. It's just, I don't know why. Maybe the plastic weighs more inside. It's hard to tell why. So roughly, I can guarantee there's about 15.5 grams in here. And I made all these with 1 jar.
Amazing. Yep.
Yeah.
Danielle, why don't we talk about the colors in this mix? Because I think these are 10-0 Delicas, and Delicas are just so beautiful. And 10-0, I feel like, is a size that not everybody is used to using or is in their stash. But it's such a perfect size for so many different projects. It's not it's not super tiny. It's not as the 11-0. It's not as big as the 8. So it's kind of like in the middle. It's just perfect.
I agree. I think it's the Goldilocks bead.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
It was just my favorite bead when I first discovered it, kind of by accident. I was at a bead store. A lot of you guys remember Fusion Beads in Seattle. I was over there at their shop, and they had a big clearance bin. And I looked in there, and they, to my eye, not seeing them next to any other beads, thought, oh, Delicas. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And I was just like grabbing them. And I got home, looked at them, and I looked at my Delicas. I'm like, hang on, these are bigger.
Yeah.
So they're just a little bit bigger than an 11-0 Delica.
Mm-hmm. It's a little bit, but it's like you said, it's a little bit bigger than the 11-0 Delica, but it's the perfect size for projects where you have to go through the bead a few times because the hole is obviously bigger than the 11-0, and it's just the perfect size, really.
I think so too. Yeah, it's one of my favorites, and it's one of the ones that comes with all the colors that you might know and recognize from your 11-0 patterns too. So if you have 11-0 patterns, you can use. You'll just get a bigger piece, right? And so you finish bracelets faster.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You get just kind of like a faster result is kind of what I was trying to say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And the colors that we picked for this mix are just so beautiful. And it's a mix of different finishes, right? Because we have matte, we have Picasso, which I love personally. And yeah, what else do we have? We have which one is the pink one? Remind me.
That one is called Tea Rose Luster.
It's luster, yes. Oh, they're just so pretty. The mix that we did this time, looking also at the mix in the finishes, it really brought the mix together.
I agree 100%. And I'm seeing a question in the chat from Cynthia. She's saying, are they Delicas? Yes. These are Miyuki Delica, but they are an unusual size. They're not 11-0. They are size 10-0.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're going to be a little bigger. And so they fit really nicely with the finding that I'm showing you here. It's actually made for like a larger 11-0 round. For example, Toho 11-0 fits really well with this finding. But what I discovered is that it's simply perfect for 10-0 Delica. In fact, it's so perfect that I feel like it was designed for 10-0 Delica.
I thought it was, Danielle. It wasn't. I thought it was.
Consciously, I just did that because I really love this bead. No, I love it so much. So,
and you know what? I really thought that this finding, you designed it for a 10-0 Delica, because I'm making a bracelet with our mix, and I can show it later in a few. And it is perfect for this finding is the finding is perfect for the bracelet that I'm making, that I'll show you guys in a few minutes. But so that's why I thought it was made for 10 ounce Delica.
Oh, that makes me happy. I mean, it kind of works because that is my favorite kind of bead, and I'm thinking making these kind of a staple in the shop because they're my most joyful choice when I'm going to go and work on something. And so, yeah, so that is a great segue into I did put some standalone tubes in the shop as well, and I'm hoping to add to that. I just loaded the first ones that I could. And I'm just going to slowly introduce colors. But what I did is I created an alternate palette that shares some of the colors that are used here, but has some additional ones too. And hopefully at some point I can really expand that collection. But right now there's just enough that you can make some pretty beautiful things in there. Let's see. So do you want to show, Carol, do you want to show the next designs that we have coming up after these?
Yes. Sure. Let me actually hold on. Let me.
While you're doing that, I can show the bracelet real quick.
Yes.
Give me a second to. Oh, and I forgot to talk about findings, so we'll bring those back in a second. But they had some special findings. So this is the sagebrush floral. It's not finished, but it's going to become a full-length bracelet. It's going to work perfectly with the same finding that I used on the earring. And you'll be able to make it with the colors in the mix. The only thing is you're going to run out of the opaque dark cream. And so I have added to the shop an extra tube of the opaque dark creams. This is 5.2 grams, and it's the same color that's used in the mix. So that's the one you're going to run out of first, because both Carol and I use that more than any of the other color, like this one.
Yep.
The next color that gets used the most is the tea rose color. I added tea rose tubes to the shop as well. Those are in a different size tube. Those are in 7.2 gram tubes. I've got those added, so you can find those. And there's also a larger tube of the opaque cream if you're really digging it. There's a 7.2 gram. The other colors that I added, I'm going to show a bonus colorway. So, and this is just going to be an extra class. I don't have the PDF or the video done for this yet, but this is a bonus class that I'm going to do sometime in August. And it's an interesting combo of drops. It's 2, 3, 1 drop peyote. It uses the same opaque cream that we have in the mix, plus some other colors from my shop. And then it has some interesting findings on it. And so actually, let me show those really quick, and then we can.
Yeah, I think Cynthia is asking, what kind of findings does the bracelet have? Yeah, that bracelet. There we go.
Yeah, so this is ready to go, so I can show you what they are. So I'm adding in 4 different colors some what is actually intended as a Tila finding, but I repurposed it as a 3-drop Delica finding. So the way it works, it looks just like that. These are in the shop right now. You can get them in 4 finishes. You just stitch them in just like you're doing your 3-drop bead.
It's a perfect fit.
Yeah, so easy. I like to do an extra row. When you watch the video that shows how to do this one, it's the same process. It's just you stitch it in there, and then you add an additional row afterward, and it buries it, like kind of in the end.
Yeah, it looks so
clean. The jump rings and the charm and the clasp in the shop too.
Everything. So everything that you're showing right now can be found in your Etsy shop.
All the beads, all the findings, everything. I did my homework, guys. I even have the thread. So I added.
Oh, yeah, the thread. I have the green one that you sent me.
Oh yes, and those aren't new. Those are but they're still in the shop, and I have lots of them. 2 different greens, and guys, those greens will go perfect with this color.
Oh yes, they
are.
You
can pull out green. You can pull out pink. You can pull out the this one is called sand ash, and it's my favorite color of stitching material. It's just really pretty. And eventually, I'm going to add a couple more colors, but that's what I got for now. Yeah, and then can I show one more finding, and then we'll switch to. You've all done everything out. So there's those. I have these in the shop by the pair, guys. So if you want to do this bracelet, you'll need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. For this one, you just need a pair. And I did something a little different here. Let me bring these earrings back. So you can finish earrings like this with a wire guardian. Now, I don't have wire guardians in my shop, but I did drop a link in the video that shows how to for this, for where you can find something exactly this size. But even better, if you want, you can do it my way. I'm trying something new. So this is a little, it's actually made for 8 seed beads, but I made it into a little top. And so I have a bunch of those in the shop in 4 finishes.
And it looks perfect, Danielle. I actually like this one better than the wire guardian. The wire, I mean, I do like wire guardians, but they're a little bulky on this earring, and that's the only thing I had. And I like how it looks with the new finding that you have is more delicate.
I love it. And the way that it came out is just so fun. So, but there's always, I mean, wire guardians are still the go-to for a lot of folks. So totally awesome. And I'm on a mission though to kind of conquer them, because they always catch my thread kind of funny and I can't get through them with multiple passes. This one, you're golden. You can just keep going. And the only thing you might need, you'll notice there's some little tiny beads right there. Some little 15-0. I got you. These are in the shop. I have little 1 gram bags, 1.5-ish grams of 15-0 Delica in the same color that we're using in the mix. So this is the cream, same color. And you can just jump right out. And this will look so cute with the bronze. It would look good with rose gold. It would look good with gold. I think you use gold on your earrings, right?
Yep. I use gold.
You don't have to use silver. You can use any finish that you want. And that pretty much sums up everything I've got. So I'm going to switch to you. Let's go back to us here.
And Danielle, you said you have them on that last finding you showed. Mm-hmm. You have them on what finishes?
I have them in bronze, rose gold, silver, and regular warm gold.
Okay, nice. Okay, so yeah, let's see what I got here.
Oh my gosh.
So look at this. This is my new baby. I have to say that when I was designing this earring, I didn't know, I wanted to do a normal fringe. Okay, just a regular fringe with the Delicas. And I was having a hard time making that look nice. So I decided to make a crazy fringe. That's how I call it. Crazy fringe. So what I did is I just made multiple strands of each color. So what you see here is the top portion of the earring is regular peyote, and then the bottom, or the I guess the fringe part is all just multiple strands of the same colors that I put here on the peyote rose. And I have to say that I really like how this look, and the movement they have is so fun.
I love them so much. So when you sent me those pictures, I was just finishing up the video in PDF for the first 3, and I was like, oh no, I want to go back and do this one.
I know, you told me. I was like, oh my gosh, these are just so cute. And I don't know, but I just like them so much. I
love them. That's so unique. So I couldn't figure out how you did it. I still am trying to figure out, like, the way that there must be 2 strands coming out of every bead along the bottom, because you've got 8 rows there. 8 colors, sorry.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, 8 rows. 8 rows. Yeah, they look like little dresses, Lori said. Oh, thank you, Lori.
Me too. They look like one of those
little dancers.
Oh my gosh, I love that so much. It's like a little Southwestern dress.
Yeah, it's super pretty. And it's not difficult to make either. But yeah, so that's That's one of my new designs. Oh, let me see if my camera can focus. There we go.
No, it looks great.
And now the other project I'm working on with our mix is this right here.
Oh, that's perfect.
And this is what I mentioned earlier, that I thought the finding was for a 10-0 delicate, because look, guys, it's like perfect size. It's like, well, this one is a stop bead, so don't count that. Don't count this one. But everything else is the perfect width of the bracelet that I'm making. So I was like, oh wow, that's why I thought this was made for 10 ounce. But I wanted to make something to go with my earrings. So I'm kind of like, I'm not following the pattern. Like if I put this like that, it's not the exact same colors, right? But I wanted to use what I have left over the most. And these are the colors that I have left over the most. So I figure I will make something with that.
Look at the coolest comment ever. Yes, I love this.
Crazy French earring, yes.
I really like those. And that earring does match really nicely with your bracelet.
Yeah, right?
Perfect. And
You know what I used? Oh, I wanted to mention this too, because I used this thread.
Oh yeah.
For the earring, not for the bracelet. For the bracelet, I'm using the wildfire because it's stronger. But for the earrings, I used this thread right here, the KO that you have in your shop.
Yeah.
And for both, for the peyote side and for the Fringe. So yeah.
I love the way we use the colorful thread with these, because you could always go with just white or beige, but the way that the pink and the greens pop, I think it just adds to the fun of the pieces. It adds to the spirit of them too, the way that we're just freestyling it and we're breaking all of the rules with colors.
Yes, yes, and that's the fun part, right? Just mixing all crazy colors, and for the most part, it turns out pretty good.
Yeah. Well, do you have your earrings handy to show folks how you did your bottom of the earring a little different than mine?
Oh, yeah. Let me take them
I did
off.
write the pattern
The
to match the way you did it. So the pattern matches Carol's earrings. I just did a remake because I wanted to show the finding. Yeah, that's so pretty. I love how you did that.
Thank you. Yes, here we go. Yeah, so for the bottom you're talking about, right? I just added one of the Delicas to make the point of the diamond. Yep.
Yeah. So you just strung one and then just went back through.
Yep.
The adjacent bead there. That's cool.
Yeah, and these are what do you say? They're not flexible. They're pretty stiff, which for this shape, that's what you want. That's what I wanted when I was designing it. I wanted it to be stiff. And it's very interesting, right? Because I started from the middle. And it was kind of wobbly, but as I was, as the earring was coming along, it really got very stiff. So it's great. It really turned out.
Yeah, especially when you weave in. I feel like it tightens up quite a lot.
Yeah. Let me see if we have any questions. Oh, everybody's loving the colors. Thank you, guys. These colors are very pretty. The Picasso finish of these two colors is just wonderful.
I need to add the green. I was able to get the Picasso blue in 7.2 gram tubes. And I added those, but I didn't quite get I didn't get all of them, but instead I did a mix of green called Evergreen, which actually has a really cool pop of olive in there and super, super fun. I have a dream of doing, you showed the bracelet that you've been working on. I had this dream of doing one that's my old cactus pattern, the one like I do over and over. Perfect width. It's eight columns, so fits the finding in a perfect plane. And
yeah,
so
that's because this finding is perfect for 10-ounce beads.
It is. So I'm going to do that with the evergreen mix and my limestone. I'll show that in a second. It's going to be really pretty.
Oh, Christy, yes, this is brick stitch for the diamond earrings.
Yep, and there is a how-to video for all of the first three. So the here I'll show you guys really quick. We'll bring this over.
So fluffy, yes.
Yes, so,
These ones, Jennifer.
I know they look like a little dress, don't they? Oh, here I'm gonna put that comment up. That's so cute. I love that.
They're just so much fun, honestly.
And so just in case anyone's arriving late, everything you need is in the shop. So the mix and also the patterns are ready to go on my website. And the patterns that are available that I believe you can make right now with just one jar are these. I'm taking these out of my ears again. I keep wearing them. So these three here, you can do those with just one jar. And then if you want to do the bonus patterns, I do in the shop have enough of the opaque cream that you could just add that, supplement that, and you can make the whole bracelet, which is this one here. Actually, I feel like working on it. So maybe while we're chatting, I can do some stitching.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing because once we're done with the live, I have to run.
Oh,
and I really want to finish this bracelet. And lately, I haven't really had a lot of time to work on my jewelry, my design. Yeah, I've been pretty busy, so I'm gonna use this time to continue to work on this bracelet.
Oh, I know. It's like I feel like life is like that right now.
It's crazy. It's just going so fast. And you know what? School is right around the corner, which I mean, I'm pretty happy about it.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy about it. I'm really happy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, August is
years. I know. I feel guilty sometimes, but I get over it.
Yeah, come on.
You kidding me, kids? For how long? I can show you guys really quick the pattern for the bracelet. It is already on the website, and I've been kind of following along on my rows with this one, so luckily I marked it. Let's bring that over. Wow, did I already finish one? Yeah, I did. Okay. All right, so.
Oh my gosh, my bead.
Yeah, so it's already got all of the colors that we used here listed out in the pattern, all ready to go. And actually, you know what I was thinking I might do? I might do something a little different. I think I'm going to put these back, and I'm going to work on this one. And I'll show you guys the colors that are in that one.
Sorry, I made a mess.
Did you make a mess?
My beads spill. Oh.
So, man, there's no fluffy earring pattern yet because literally Carol just made those. Like, was it 2 days ago?
Yes, it was like, I think it was Thursday. You're right. Maybe Thursday or Wednesday. No, Thursday is when I actually sent you the pictures. I finished it Wednesday night. So it's brand new. It's a brand new design.
Brand new to the shop.
Yes.
But it is definitely going to happen because it must, right? We're going to do it. We're going to make the pattern. It's just going to take me probably a little bit of time to figure out because I got to reverse engineer what Carol did.
We can get together. I can show you how I made it because it's pretty simple, really. But I have a few tips about it because I made one, right? The first one, and the second one, I guess is not better, but it's stronger because I did some other things. So I'll give you some tips about that too, so you can include those in the PDF.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, that'll definitely help me. You sent me the counts, so I know the counts at least. I could probably get there from that, and then I'll probably get stuck and have to call you. But I'll do a video. I think if I had to make an estimate, having not made these myself yet, guys, I have to guess, but I know I only sent you a couple of jars, so you're definitely within 2 jars here.
2 jars, yes, for sure.
Yeah, so if you get two, you're probably fine to
Oh,
cover.
yes. No, if you get 2, you'll be able to, I mean, with just 1, you can make the diamond earrings, the nails earrings, and the bracelet, right?
Yes.
Um, and so that's with just 1 jar, which is great. If you get 2, you can make those 3 projects and my gosh, my camera, where is it? Here we go. The Great French. And then you'll have leftovers for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And the question on the screen is, are we going to have patterns? So yes, this one already is there. You can find that at daniellewicksjewelry.com. Click on patterns and tutorials. It's the first blog post you'll see for Sagebrush Mix. Has all the PDFs, including the bracelet here. This one's not done yet. So this one I'm going to do a special little workshop for because it's a little unusual. Normally when I create patterns, I can instantly print them out from a tool that I use. But this one is a multi-drop and my software does not do that. So I have to manually create this one in Illustrator. So it's taken me a little longer, but it's worth it because, and you can get an idea of how it was made by looking at the PDF that is currently on my website for this one. Because this one's a really similar construction. It's just a little less wide.
That one is a 2-drop too?
It's everything. It's 1, 2, 3.
Oh, it's 2 and 3. Oh, it's everything. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you see you got the 1 going here, 3 in the middle, and 2 on the side. That is my tricky way of getting an even count.
Oh,
Three,
okay.
this one, the only difference is it's also 1, 2, 3 drop, but I gave it a center point that's just 2. And I mean, really, there's sky's the limit. You can do a lot of configurations, but I wanted to have 2 on here, and I'm going to try something kind of cool with a little end bar to end this one, so you can get more of a, I guess, kind of cuff style out of it. And this stitches up really fast. And so all of these PDFs, guys, I always give all of my PDFs for free. I don't charge for them. They're always on my website. You can go and find them. And I include colors. So if you want to go through your stash, find colors that you have that are close. These patterns will work with other beads. We are showing 10 Delicas, but certainly no reason they would not work with other Delicas. You could use 11 You might even have some of these colors. They're pretty common colors. And then all of my PDFs have the actual color numbers, so you can go and get big tubes of them if you want. And lots of places carry them. Jill Wiseman, Caravan, places you can go on the off chance we sell out. I feel like our little jar is a really good deal because we combine some of what we ran into is these colors. Some of them are on the pricey side, like this one right here is a Duracoat saffron. And it was pretty much the mix cost driver, but we couldn't live without it. So making a mix makes it possible to use colors like that, but a tube by itself, I would struggle to add 60 or 70 of those to the shop, right? It'd be like, whew.
Yeah, that will be.
Credit card there. So, but these we made it work, and so you get these fancy colors and just all together. And the one that gets used so much is actually one of the more easy to get ones. So I feel like this alone you could get through pretty much a good chunk of these projects. You'd get this bracelet out of it, that one, the earrings. This one you're going to need something different. Let me highlight that one a little bit. Those colors there's a green in here. Do you see the little mixed green? That's this one. It's called Evergreen Mix.
Oh, that is so cute. That is really pretty.
And then the color right next to it there is Picasso. That is the one that is in our mix. There's a bronze not in our mix. This is a color that's not included in the mix, but it's just in this one. There's Tea Rose, which is in our mix. So you can get an extra jar of that if you need to. And then the only other color in here, actually that's all of them, is the cream. You can get the cream color to match it.
A couple of questions. Wait a minute. So Marianne is asking if, Marianne, what project are you referring to? She wants to know if it's for a beginner, but I'm not sure if she's talking about. I mean, I feel like the projects that we have here are for beginners.
I think all of them are beginner friendly, especially since there's going to be video.
Friendly.
Yeah. And then I was just looking at, oh, wow.
Yeah, there is another.
Tuning in from India. Hey, that's so cool.
Oh, yes. Wow. That's super cool. Let's see. There's another question. Can those stitchings be used with loomed projects? Oh.
Yeah. So these are actually designed for TILAs. And I just, did something different, right? Because, But yeah, they are made for, you could pop those onto the end of a loom project. If you put them in the middle of a loom project, this part would like stick up like that. Does that make sense? If you stitched it in, you'd have the loop at the top, which you could add little charms to it. And I noticed that you can make this work with 2 8/0 beads. So let me show you an 8/0 project that I'm working. And you can get an idea. So this is 2 8/0 seed beads next to it. So now you drop peyote covered. I bet there's other things that'll work. I have not tested other 11/0s, but I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I can tell you right off the top of my head that a Toho 11/0 will work with 3 drop, because Toho 11/0 and size 10 Delica are almost exactly the same size.
Yeah.
As demonstrated by the Finding Adventures. So yeah, these will work for that too. You'll probably want to test it for other kinds. Like I'm thinking, just going off the cuff here, 11/0 check, maybe 4 drop.
Yeah.
But try it. Try stitching it in and see what happens. And they're just so incredibly cool. And then of course there's the single 8/0s. So this is just replaces 1 8/0 seed bead. And you can just pop that into any design you're working, including the way we finished the earring, which is kind of a little bit of a different way, where we just added some 15s, and then we just went through the little loop on that. And as you tighten it down, it makes this little pop. And I thought that was just the perfect shape. It's just 4, 2 on each side. So that's my new go-to for how to do those. And let's see. So there is one other color in my shop. It's called limestone. And it's not called limestone. It's called alabaster luster. I call it limestone because it looks just like the limestone we used in one of our other mixes in the 8/0s. I can't remember which one that was. It must have been Ocean. Did we use limestone in Ocean?
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I did for Bead Shop. I did a cool multi-drop for beadshop.com.
Oh, okay.
They call it limestone. But it's here on my tube for some reason it's called alabaster. It's really close. It's the same color. And then yeah, I think that's these are in my shop. You can find them, and they're also available in 8/0 if you want them in 8/0.
Let's see. We have another question. Lori is asking, is that a multi-drop peyote stitch? I guess she was talking about your bracelet.
Yeah, they're both multi-drop, which makes them super, super fast. And they're all 3, 2, 1 combos. And just the goal being to get a center point going, or get in this case an offset center.
That finding is really cute. I like it.
I did that. I took a chance, so I wasn't 100% sure. I did measuring, and then I just kind of thought, okay, I think this might work. And then I was very glad when it did. If it didn't, I would have found it else. But I was like, yeah, it really looks cool.
Yeah, I like how flash it is, with the beads.
Me too. I like the way it just disappears. Like if you didn't have it pointed out to you, you wouldn't. It's not going to distract people from your design. They're not going to notice it if they're not a beater. Now, if they're a beater, it's the only thing they're going to see. But we're always looking for ways to finish our stuff, right? But if you're selling your work and you want people to see your pattern and nothing else, they're not going to notice that thing. It's just like, it looks like the beads.
Yeah. It's perfect. Yes. Jennifer is saying that I should add Fluffy in the name of the design. Yes. Let's do that. I think Fluffy is great. Let's do that. Let's add it to the name. We'll come up
Let's
with
do
a
it.
name when we do the PDF.
I'll include that in the name when I
Uh-huh.
do the documentation for it. I think it'll be so cool. Yeah.
Let's put them
Oh, hey,
here.
wait.
Let's put all of this here.
Yeah,
Oops.
it's going to be really an adventure going forward with all the patterns, because I have noticed that, I mean, we always have, by the time you and I work with a mix, we've got 6, 7, 8 patterns going before we're feeling like we need a new colorway.
I
You
know.
know,
I know. And now we need to start thinking about September, like I said earlier.
I
So
have
we're gonna get. You have an idea?
an idea. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I'm not stuck on it. It's just an idea. I don't know. I'll run it by you, and then we'll see if you like it. But it was something that came to me when I was browsing for things for this. I was like, ooh, that's cool. Click.
All
So I added
right.
a few things to the cart that we can play with and try and see if something happens with those.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All
But I don't
right.
know. How do you guys feel about shapes? You know, we've done 8-0, we've done 11-0 rounds, we've done 10-0 delicas.
Yeah.
But we haven't done any shaped beads, and we haven't done um, a small like a tiny pattern. Like, I don't know if we need to focus on 15s or 11-0 delica, but we could.
I mean, yeah, we could. I think, yeah, we could, but or we can just mix it up and do some shaped beads, right?
Yeah, and I got asked for,
Just to
I
spice
think,
it up.
for 6-0, and so I was thinking tricas. Wouldn't that be cool? I have a bunch. I love them. I know where I can get more, but I really love a good trica bead. And we would basically just have to do a herringbone with 8-0 trica step
Mm-hmm.
ups.
Okay.
It's been done at least 100 times by me and 1,000 other people, but it's like, it's still one of my most favorite things to do. And I haven't done it in a while. So if we did it in our palette, whatever palette we choose, maybe something for fall, something with more like a,
Yes, all is coming, guys. All those beautiful colors. You'll see them in our mixes for sure.
for
I
sure.
love fall. I love that's one of my favorite seasons. It used to be summer, because I used to love going to the beach, but I don't know, something is happening as I'm getting older. I like fall more now.
Yeah, I know how you feel. For sure.
Yes, so let me change my camera here. Okay, there I am.
Yeah, I could we have, let's see, where are we at? We're at like 42 minutes. We could end early, or I could stitch findings on this really quick. You want to see it?
Oh yes, why don't we do that, Danielle? So you can show us how you stitch those cool findings.
And even though there is a video already, but it'd be fun to see it in this configuration too. So let me grab a couple of those.
Oh, Marianne is asking, any plans for Christmas?
We can do a special pattern for that in palette. We'll
Yes,
probably
that
want
would
to get started early on that, like release that at least in November, maybe sooner. I don't know.
yes, yes.
Would September be too soon for something with more of a witchy feel for Halloween?
Oh,
Like we really,
Halloween, yes. We should do something special for Halloween too.
I want to do something like that, but something like non-traditional Halloween. So like more, um, I don't know, more Wednesday Addams and less orange candy corn.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
All right. So I'm going to show you guys this really quick. So, or let me switch my camera to. There we go. Okay. So what I do for this one is I'm only going to need this color. So let me just grab a few of those. And you just create a normal row. So this again is 1, 2, 3 drops. So here's a row with just one. See if I can get just one on there. So far, so good. And the next thing I'm going to do is just string on the little finding. So easy. Just bring that on. And it just pops right in place. And I'm going to grab another one. And go through those 2 beads. So you could stop there if you wanted, but what I've been doing is I've been adding a few more to finish the next row. So here's the 2 for the back pass here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So we're just stitching the regular peyote stitch right now, which is multi-drop. Grab another one of those.
And that's also reinforcing the finding, right?
It makes it stronger. It acts as one reinforcing pass. I still do 1 or 2 more reinforcing passes, but it's really all you need is 3 or 4, and you got it. It's pretty strong. I mean, it's going to be as strong as the rest of your bracelet because you only do 1 pass when you're adding your beads and the rest of it, right? But I would just go through this bead, through here. So it's actually so fast. We'll just do it. I can probably get through in 1 swoop. So I'll get through those 2. These work up so quick. They're so easy. And you can
the 2 drop, 2 and 3 drop, yeah.
This reminds me.
They're great for a quick project.
I think so too. Yeah, and whenever I'm in a hurry, but I want to do something stunning, or I just want to show the bead, right? I want to show the colors together. I'll go multi-drop. That's my go-to thing. So that's pretty much 1 reinforcing pass. I'd probably go back up here and travel more, weave it in. But that's pretty much all you got to do. Now for this one, I'm going to do a bar. I think. I'm not sure yet. That's the reason I haven't released this pattern yet, is I may want to order an additional finding to kind of bump it out here. But then that said, I was thinking there used to be, I know TierraCast used to have them. Do you remember the toggles with 2 rings on them? This one, I need to do more work here to figure it out, but I just love the look of having 2. I even call me crazy, but we could put 2 little buttons, and I have those currently in my shop. These 2 little tiny, like,
oh, that would be great.
Yeah, I would just need to give some leather options to kind of like leather to it. But this one's ready. I even have the jump rings, everything, so everything matches. Super, super fast. Yeah, that's my big obsession right now. I'm gonna bring us back.
Yeah, let me show you what I've been doing. Let's go here. Been working on my, oh, hold on. There.
Oh, you did that while we were chatting.
Yes.
You're so cool. She's fast, guys. She's like, she's got stuff done. I think you might be faster at stitching than me. I think you might be.
I don't think so.
I think you might.
Yeah, so almost halfway done, I guess.
Rosalinda says something mystical. Yeah, exactly what I'm feeling. I was thinking, for some reason, I was feeling like water, lanterns, witchcraft, like witchy stuff, like just fog. I don't know. That's what popped in my head for Halloween this year. With gray, blues, maybe some like creepy green, you know? Like lots of gray, lots of like, yeah. I don't know. We'll do some like navy blue with it.
Oh, navy blue. I love it.
Yeah. This could be pretty cool. We'll make some really like dark energy stuff. It's gonna be really fun.
Yes. Awesome. Okay, let me continue to work on my bracelet.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions for us? We're probably gonna well, we could go for another 10 minutes, and then I'm hoping I could ask you guys to do me a huge favor. When my video goes live here at 12, so 12 Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, is that right, Carol?
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Can you guys click the like button and give it some love when it pops up? So the algorithm will bump it up. It has all of our patterns in it and lots of cool links. And oh, I have one more thing to show you. And this I just found by accident because my thread burner died. And so I was just I needed it fast because I didn't have another one. And I'm like, I need a thread burner. I can't live. So I went on Amazon and I was looking and browsing. Check this out.
What did you get?
Rechargeable
Oops, I got
thread burner.
what?
No, I'm dying inside. I'm dying because I've lived without this for so long.
Wow.
It's red hot and it lasts a long time. And then when it doesn't, you charge it. It charges in like 20 minutes.
That's awesome. So no more battery.
I've lived my whole life without this and I don't know how. So the link to this is in my new video. So the video that's going live at 12, description right there. You can find the link to this. And it just, I'm going to see what happens when I light it up because I just like fire. Is it going red hot yet?
Mm.
No, not yet. Well, I've been using it a lot, but it does work really well, guys. I have not used it for Chinese knotting cord yet because that kind of gums up the ends and I don't have a replacement tip, but I think they do. Actually, you know what? I think it came with one. Now that I think about it, I got to double check that. But yeah, that's where has it been all my life? So happy.
That's cool because a thread burner is such a staple. You have to have it. It's such an important tool to have.
Yay, Zakaya, thank you.
Oh, thank
Awesome.
you. Why don't we maybe recap on the PDFs, the projects that are going to be showing on the PDF?
Yeah, let's recap on that and then we'll let you guys go so you can check out the video. But let's see. I was going to try to share it, but I think it's easy enough to remember. Let me just type in the website for you so you can click on it. And it's just on DanielleWicksJewelry.com. So you just go to this website, click on patterns and tutorials, very first blog post. When you open that up, everything is there. So link to the shop, link to the video that is coming up at 12, link to the PDF, and then pictures of everything so far. And there's also the pattern for the bracelet is already also there for this longer one. Just no video yet. I'm not sure it needs a video because the earrings, guys, are the same exact thing, like literally exactly. So you could probably make this now just from watching this video and downloading that pattern. It also has the same finding, same thread. What else could I tell you about it? Yeah, I mean, it is pretty much the same. So you could just get going on. Oh, that's right. You will need one of these if you're going to make the long bracelet because you will run out of beige. Yeah. All right. And so that is already in there. And again, the one jar wonders are, whoops, strings there.
Thanks, Vanessa. She loves everything in this project, she says. Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, thank you. And these earrings. So these are one jar. You can make all this stuff right here. Findings you'll need are these little stitch-in endings and these little stitch-in endings. And then you may want to grab those optionally or just use wire guardians in your stash. Or you can just make a seed bead loop. That's cute too. And then I even have the charms and the clasps and the jump rings too, if you like that. And they come in other colors. I have them in gold and I have them in copper, which you could match with the rose gold if you were doing the stitch-in. So I think that would work. All right, Carol, can you think of anything else that I forgot? Or I feel like I always forget something.
No, I think, yeah, I just wanted to do like you mentioned everything. I just wanted to do a recap for the for our friends that join later so that they will know what they're going to find in the PDF, what they can make with one jar, and what's coming, right? Because what's coming is going to be
the fluffy dress.
Fluffy dress
Gotta do
or the
fluffy
fluffy fringe. So that's gonna is gonna come up soon. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, and so all of this is coming up, guys. We will you can find this video basically like right now. It's like less than 6 minutes till it goes public on YouTube. So, but I think you can actually get to it now from the link, even though it's not a publicly listed video yet. It will be at 12. And so if you can give it some love, it hooks me up. So thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll, what else can we, yeah, so we will, actually super important, next week, 2 p.m. Pacific. We were thinking of making it later. It was a request that we got from our friends in Australia that would like to tune in. Like, because they're getting up at the crack of dawn to see this, like it's still dark for them to see our videos. And so we were thinking 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. Is that right?
That's 2 Pacific, 5 p.m. Yep. Mhm. That's the right time.
Awesome. Okay. So if we did that, if everyone's okay with that time, that'll be just starting next Saturday. We'll just switch to 2 Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern for this Seed Bead Saturday. And we still are working on, I got a lot of votes for Monday night for doing a bonus video per week. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. I'm still working on the fine tuning of it, figuring out how, what content I can get there, because it's going to be right after Saturday. So I got to see what can I do.
Yeah, I know. Creativity.
I'm like, technique tips, like a shorter video with just like quick technique questions. That's what I was thinking. But if you have ideas for a shorter, weekday live, feel free to send me a direct message and get your vote in there, because I'm still in that process of figuring that out. And yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, and please give Carol a follow at Carol Carmen Jewelry on Instagram.
Oh, yes.
You have your work is for sale on Makerplace. So if you click on her profile, you can see her finished jewelry.
Yes, please, guys, come visit my my Instagram page. You'll see all of my designs there.
Yeah. Yep. You write your Instagram.
And some cool reels. I love to make reels. They're so fun to make.
Your reels are so cool. There we go.
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. All right. Well, I want to wish you guys a happy rest of your Saturday. And thank you for the love of the new projects. Thanks, Linda. I am really excited to get started on the next video for you guys. So Carol's fluffy earrings are going to be a hit. I know it.
They're coming up. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for joining us today. Enjoy your Saturday, and bye, guys. Thank you.